We might be well into December, but big game hunting season isn't quite over here in Montana, with muzzle loaders, shoulder seasons, and a few special hunts still going on. But for Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, the numbers are rolling in for chronic wasting disease test samples from all over the state. And so far, the numbers are looking pretty good.
We're at just over 8,000 right now, which is about 1,000 over where we were last year. So we've increased a bit, and we anticipate more samples coming in.
For those of you not in the know, CWD is an always fatal neurological disease found in deer, elk, and moose. It first popped up in Montana in 2017, and since then has really established itself in a few hot spots around the state. But the good news, so far at least, is that number isn't really spreading.
I think we're sort of on pace for what we found last year. Right now, we're just over 200 positives for this year alone. I believe that's similar to last year.
So, more samples and not really any more positive results for the disease. That's about the best of this bad situation that we can have. And another positive about our current CWD situation is that more and more hunters are helping fight the disease.
They are more aware, and we continue to see high interest and concern over the disease. It gives us good information about the presence and the prevalence of the disease across the state. We get about half of our samples from priority sampling areas that we're really actively seeking samples to try and assess the disease's presence or its prevalence. There were no big surprises this year, though, so we sort of have continued to reinforce and improved our estimates of prevalence in known positive areas.
And all this data is really helping FWP to write a roadmap to fight the disease in the future.
So I think we're poised to do quite a bit more. Again, we continue to try and provide information to hunters about where those positive areas are so that they are informed, that they know to get their animals tested before consuming them. In that sense, the surveillance serves that really critical piece of public education and informing hunters. And then, as I said, we're setting the baseline to sort of evaluate those longer term management efforts.
Now, Emily did remind me that they recommend anyone with a positive chronic wasting disease sample not eat their meat. We've got more information about that and anything else you want to know about CWD in this story on our website. Reporting from Helena, Andy Curtis, MTN News.